Welcome to the daily insights that matter. Now, as per the latest data released by Startup India, the number of startup registrations has neared the 100,000 or the 1 lakh mark. Now, this is a significant milestone as it indicates the growing interest in entrepreneurship and innovation. Let's discuss this today. Now, startups are emerging as a crucial component of economic growth, especially in the digital age, and they are often drivers of job creation and innovation. Now, India added 12,214 startups so far in 2023 compared to 26,558 startups in 2022. Now, when we look at the sectoral breakup, out of more than 50 sectors, the top 5 sectors of IT services, healthcare, education, and agriculture and food and beverages account for 1/3 of the registered startups, while the top 10 sectors make up for 50% of all the registrations in this year. As compared to 2022, there has been a slowdown in the total number of startups being registered due to the funding winter and the global macroeconomic challenges globally. Additionally, the global banking failures and recessionary pressures, especially in the tech space, have impacted the startup registrations. Now, despite this, India is faring well and has hit a significant milestone of 1 lakh startup registrations, indicating that the country is becoming a fertile ground for startups to grow and to flourish. Furthermore, the government is also recognizing the importance in creating policies that encourage and support startups. For example, registration of startups through the government portal of Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, which is the DPIT, helps them avoid angel tax. Now, angel tax is when the government imposes a tax on investments that startups receive. Now, the angel tax was a measure for tax authorities to prevent money laundering using inflated valuation for the startups. India is taking a bold step in taxing overseas digital companies that offer e-commerce services to its consumers. And in its sight, it's none other than Netflix Inc., the popular streaming service that has captured the hearts of millions of Indians. Now, according to income tax authorities, Netflix has a permanent establishment in India, and as such, it is required to pay taxes on its earnings in the country. Now, the tax officials have cited the presence of some infrastructure and employees from the parent entity in India to support Netflix's streaming services as evidence of the permanent establishment and tax liability in the country. Now, interestingly, tax authorities have previously ruled that even employees on secondment for a short time can constitute of permanent establishment. In the assessment year 2021-2022, the tax authorities attributed approximately 55 crore rupees of income to Netflix's Indian permanent establishment, raising eyebrows and generating buzz within the industry. In 2022, India contributed to the highest net subscriber additions globally to Netflix, thanks to an aggressive pricing plan and a state of Indian originals and licensed movies. But that's not all. India is also the largest market in the world by time spent on the over-the-top services, which is the OTT services, and subscription revenues for the OTT market in India are expected to reach $3 billion by 2024. However, India is not just focused on entertainment. The country introduced the Google tax in 2016, whose ambit was widened in 2020 to include e-commerce supplies or services. Now, the tax is designed to address the issue of income from digital companies escaping taxation in the country despite earning revenues through a large user base from the country. Tax experts warn that global digital companies will need to examine their operations in India from a tax point of view. Now, this all ties into a larger issue of cross-border taxation, which has become a major point of contention between countries. One of the most debated tax issues is the idea of taxable presence for MNCs, also known as the permanent establishments. Now, India has taken an assertive stance, accusing many MNCs of having a permanent establishment and taxing their business profits generated from India. Now, as globalization continues to bring countries closer together, the issue of cross-border taxation is likely to remain a hot topic for some years to come at least. So what does all of this news mean for you? Indian startups have hit a significant milestone, which is a positive development for India. Startups are drivers of economic growth, job creation, and innovation, and therefore this will have an indirect positive impact on you. While it remains to be seen on how this development unfolds, this move by the Indian tax authorities is sure to have ramifications across the industry and will be closely watched by other digital giants operating in India. This will therefore have an indirect neutral impact on you for time being. While I say this is Raj Mehta signing off, wishing you and your loved ones the very best. Thank you.
Did you like watching this video? Then download our app, Informed Investor, to watch more such informative and interesting videos.